Hi, this is Tina with Design to a T, and I want to talk about a book that I made to track my expenses. And I modeled it after some books that I've seen made by a fantastic artist by the name of Nick the Booksmith. And I was so inspired by watching her videos that I decided to try my first time ever hand at making a little book. And normally what I do, this is a great departure from what I normally do. I'll show you very quickly the works that I've been working on lately. This you see here is a lighthouse. These are all Game of Thrones items you're seeing in front of you here. I'm getting ready for a conference at the end of May. And this is a lighthouse that also functions as a nightlight. These little faces here are going to be part of a triptych from the Hall of Faces. This is a tower from Winterfell that is also a desk organizer. And this is a mixed media canvas of the Three-Eyed Raven. So most of what I'm doing right now is sculpture and mixed media for the purpose of a Game of Thrones conference. However, I was so distracted. Let me move some of this stuff away. So distracted and enchanted by the gorgeous books that Nick the Booksmith has been making, and she had put out a template for some pages on Flickr, that I wanted to create my own little book and wanted to show it to you guys. So as you can see here, the front page has, this is a printout that she provided, and I've colored it. And it has Tina's expenses. And then I did 2 years, or part of 2 years, 2018 starting in April, and 2019. And then the front and back covers are made from a green hanging folder. Okay? So I cut them, they're about 9 inches long, and I have a whole pack of paper that I bought. Okay, so I bought a pack of paper that I was going to use for my Game of Thrones conference, and then realized that most of the paper in it was not going to work. So I decided to use this paper. It's Fantasy Floral. I think I got it on sale at Michael's. Fantasy Floral. And it had some really nice borders and stuff in it, like for instance on this page. So it had some borders and stuff I could cut out. I did cut out, and you can see where I chopped out flowers from this page here, nice big flowers. And most of the pages inside come from here, come from this paper pack. However, the outside starts with a green hanging folder. And I reinforced the holes with green hanging folder, bits of green hanging folder here and here. I was originally going to put rings on it, but the rings I bought, the Tim Holtz rings I bought, were too small. And then I tried key rings, and those tore the pages out. So you'll see where I screwed that up. But in any case, so I ended up just putting a string through it. But basically, in the next book, I'm going to try to definitely do the sewing that is recommended, doing signature pages and all that, signatures. So anyway, so you can see I cut out flowers. I distressed the paper using Tim Holtz Distress Inks, mostly vintage photo. I did some shadowing using the Tim Holtz crayons, the new crayons he came out with. There's some stamping on here. Let me turn the light down so you can actually see what's on the page itself. There's some stamping of vines in the background, and I just used like a pencil eraser to make these type berries. And then some watercolor to do shading in the flowers, to intensify the shading, and then some acrylic white pen to highlight. So then on the inside of the front and back, I have a little cutout vignette type of thing cutout frame from the paper pack, and I put, property of me, and then I have a ribbon to keep it closed, because as I put more stuff in this, more receipts and stuff, I have a lovely green ribbon that kind of goes with the color scheme. And then I use, this is an interesting part, the hanging folders, when you rip out the metal pieces that help it hang, I cut out those little holes where you put the little label things. You know what I'm talking about, right? The plastic label tabs. And I use those as a little, glue that on there as a little pass-through for my ribbon. So it keeps the ribbon in place, but without making it stuck. And of course, everything is distressed. Then I have a little quote here at the bottom, happiness blooms from within. And there's a little pocket, you can see here. In the pocket, I actually made let's see if you can see this. I actually made expandable. Okay, that was some distressed paper, so I could put quite a bit in there before it gets full. And then the first page has, if found, call me. I'm going to blank that number out because I don't want everybody in the world calling me. And then I have a little thing to hold a pen. I don't have a pen with me right now, but you could put a couple pens or pencils in there right there to go with the journal. And so then I start with the first month. This is just not an accordion type pocket, still a pocket to put the bills in. I've got the month of April. This is from the printout images provided by Nick the Booksmith. And I wrote in here by hand 2018, and I distressed it, and then I glued it on here with just like a glue stick. And then on the right side, I have again, this is from her printout. I simply colored the ivy green, distressed it, and that's for April. And then I have a list of expenses. Now, I did a different layout. She has a very basic layout, but you can see here, I have like a starting checking balance and then a place for that, and then I have my expenses listed. Thankfully it's blurred out because you don't want to see all my expenses, but I listed them out because I know exactly what they are every month. And then I have a column for the paid amount and then the paid date, and this whole thing is distressed and cut out. And at the bottom I have the ending checking balance when everything is totaled up and done. So this is different than the one she had, but it inspired me. The whole thing inspired me. So then I took little bits from the hanging green folder and cut it out and did the month. So I'm starting here in April 2008, and I go all the way through December, and then I do January, February, and March 2019. So when I get to January of 2019, I've written on here 2019 so there's no confusion. And then going back, let me go back to that first month. When I flip over to the back of April, I put another pocket this way, sideways, and I've written on here the month and business receipts. So I have another pocket here for business receipts. So here on the first page with the calendar, I would actually put bills, tracking, paying them, and then I would put business receipts back here. And then here's June, like my stubby little fingers. June, business receipts. My June calendar, June expenses. So, but the whole thing has been a real learning experience, and I really enjoyed making this book, and I'm going to make some others that are customized. Some I might even make some for Game of Thrones conference, some customized books, and it does the same pattern. And I'm thinking about putting something here. I'm not sure what to put here. As I use it, I may find that I come across some application or something that would make sense for that. And then just going through the months, it's all the same. And then at the very back, I've got another page of the green folder, again with some flowers, some stamping, highlighting all that. Same strip that's on the front, a little bit of just tying and weaving through here with the string to keep the book together and not fall apart. And the same ribbon pull through there. And then this, of course, is one of the pieces of paper glued inside there in order to make that just not look so plain and green. I think I did the front. I did the front same. So you can see this is a piece of paper attached to the green. And it's also to reinforce it. For first attempt, it's not too shabby. And I'm definitely going to make more. The booksmithing bug has bit me. I am definitely going to be making more. And I have learned a tremendous amount from this process. And I cannot really wait until Game of Thrones conference is done so I can, explore this particular aspect of my creativity a little bit further. I really want to give a shout out to Nick the Booksmith. There's a link down below in the description in the more section if you want to go visit her site and see her wonderful videos and the beautiful things she produces. And if you like this video and want to see more of my Game of Thrones products, which I am churning out daily as we speak, please hit my subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back here soon. Bye!